Everybody hear me? Yeah, so my name's Chris Dubey. I'm the Professional Firefighters Vermont President. And I represent, approximately 250 full-time career firefighters in the state. One of the questions I get asked quite often is, how do I get the support of the professional firefighters? How do I get your endorsement? And I tell them our philosophy, it's the IAFF's philosophy and the PFFE's. And it's simple. We support those who support us. Nothing more, nothing less. So going into this race, we held a forum right up here in Montpelier, invited all of the candidates. We're not partisan. The firefighters are not partisan. We want those who support us. So we had all the candidates in, asked them all the same questions. And there were two that stood out. I'm not going to lie to you. There was two that stood out. And what it came down to was who has actually demonstrated that they legislate for us. And that person's been Becca. So here's our professional firefighters endorsement along with the IAFF, because she is going to go to D.C. and she's going to be representing our interests on the national level. And when I say that, a lot of the issues that she has fostered and fought for and supported that has helped our members in this state are some of the same issues that they're looking at on the national level. Collective bargaining rights. There's members in our country, and our firefighters down in the South, for instance, that are not allowed the recognition to bargain at the table. So that's an issue, and I know she supports that in the state. She was instrumental in moving one of the better pieces of legislation that actually strengthened our ability to unionize in this state, making us lead on that. Other issues that have been important to us have been behavioral health issues. I don't know if a lot of you are aware, but Vermont was one of the first states in the country to initiate presumptive legislation related to behavioral health PTSD. In fact, Becca was there to support that all the way through. And being that, we are actually a model that is used nationally for other states to follow. She's been great with chemicals. Chemicals, we're exposed to chemicals, and she, just this last session, worked on getting a piece of legislation through where if we're exposed to a chemical spill, the spiller has to do annual checkups on us to prevent us from catching cancers. Number one killer of firefighters is cancer, 60% since 2002. Yeah. So these are just a handful of the pieces that she's legislated. So that's why we supported her. When it came down to, everybody says they support firefighters, right? Yeah. You can say that. You ask a politician, I support firefighters. Okay, so what have you done? And that's where Becca stood out. She has a record of supporting the issues that are important to us. She understands the process, gets them legislated, and gets us what we need. And I know that she will do that when she's down in D.C. There's no doubt in my mind. So I'll leave you with this. So, of course, we want you to volunteer, help out any way you can. But one of the great leaders of our international, the 3rd District Vice President, who was responsible for all of New England, God rest his soul, he passed away in 2016, but he always instilled in us this one motto when it comes to politics. Okay? You're one election away from losing everything. So what does that mean? I think we know what that means. You don't put the right people down in D.C. that we need. All of these issues that we have fought so hard to gain can be wiped out in one election. And I tell my members that every day. Why do I want to get involved? Why do I got to do this? I need your support because one election, you lose everything you've had in the past. So we know you're all here to support Becca. Let's get out and get her down to D.C. where she belongs. Thank you.